Let's start basic Pilates. So both legs are staying bent, feet and knees hip width apart. We're bringing hands up onto the hip bones and pulling the shoulders away from the ears, stretching neck long. And let's just little warm up and connecting to the bodies. Just breathing in, pointing chin up. And as we're breathing out, we're pressing the chin down. Let's just do once again. Breathing in, so just stretch the front of your neck. And as you're breathing out, you're stretching the back of your neck and the cervical. You feel stretching, pulling the shoulders again away and pressing them down slightly towards the floor. Connecting to the spine now. Breathing in, arching the spine. And as we're breathing out, we're imprinting the spine slowly. Inhaling, arching again. And as we're exhaling, we're imprinting the spine. Let's just bring spine into neutral this time. So the neutral, when your spine have a little curve under your lumbar spine, your hips feel parallel to the floor. To feel hips parallel, make your hands like a diamond, placing your fingers towards your pubic bone and just feeling your hands as a parallel to the floor. You feel other way, you feel your tip of the tailbones are touching and the spine's not uncomfortable, but you feel that natural curve you maintain. Let's just start connecting with the breath. This breath is very important with the Pilates. Let's just focus on a lateral breathing. So the Pilates breathing is inhaling through the nose, exhaling through our mouth as we're blowing a candle. So just inhale through your nose, feeling breathing to the side of the body or the back of the lungs. As we're breathing out, we're feeling we're emptying our lungs, emptying our stomach. So let's just do a few with me. Inhale through your nose. Like blowing a candle, and it's always a forceful breath. Do a few more. Inhale through your nose, making sure stomach's not doming up, chest not rising, it's to the side. Exhale. Now, on the inhalation, let's bring focus onto the pelvic floor. And on the exhalation, we're feeling we're gently pulling the pelvic floor. So the pelvic floor is, the first muscle is anus and the second muscle is vagina we're working, or the prostate or testicle for the boys. Now, let's just concentrate again. Inhale, and just imagine there is an imaginary line coming from your pubic bone going up to your belly button. And as you're breathing out, you're gently, slowly pulling that vertical line up towards your belly button. Not too hard, not too much, but just 5 to 10% of your 100% strength. So just inhaling, we're bringing a focus, and exhaling, we're gently, slowly zipping up the pelvic floor. So it's just like imaginary zipper we're working on. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling, zipping up, and holding it, not letting go. Now, let's just work on number 2 muscles. That's the transverse abdominals. We're feeling those hip bones coming close to each other. So it's an imaginary horizontal line, and on the exhalation, feel those hips are drawing close to each other. So inhaling, and as you exhale, feel these hip bones are coming close to each other. So just imaginary button up now, or a T-zone. Vertical line represent the zipper, and the horizontal line representing you buttoning up. Now, let's just bring one more focus here. So just breathing out, we're drawing our sternum down and drawing the ribs down to firm the entire tummy. So use the entire abs. Also, one more thing, you're feeling we're wearing a jacket, just the high jacket. And what we're doing as we're breathing out, we're buttoning this to engage our obliques. So let's just keep focusing onto this, and we're going to start our first few basic, very basic, easy exercise. So using a pistol grip, 2 fingers touching onto your hip bones, and your thumbs touching onto your ribs, to feeling that ribs are not flaring. stomach staying firm, and the fingers to see we're not rocking hip side to side. Keeping the pelvic floor engaged. Let's just start breathing in, turning right knee out slowly, keeping left knee, left hip stable. As we're breathing up, we're activating our adductors, engaging the core and bringing that knee back. So inhale, turning knee out, making sure stomach's not doming, ribs are not coming out. As we exhaling, we're bringing knee back. Now inhale, turn up. Now just remember, it's not a stretching exercise. Exhale and back. We're not going too far. So just inhale, turn up. Before you're going out, you feel you're engaging, zipping up the pelvic floor, bringing the knee back. Let's just keep working a few more. Inhale, turning the knee out. Exhale, we're bringing knee back. Inhale, turning leg out, keeping hips stable. And as exhale, we're bringing leg back slowly. So let's just do a few more. Inhale, turn. Exhale and back. Inhale through your nose. Inhale, turn. Last one. Exhale and back. Now let's just stay connected. We're feeling hips are still parallel, spines are still neutral, ribs in and cores are engaged. Let's focus on the iliacus activation, since that's just adding on now. So first we worked on that imaginary vertical line, and then we worked on a horizontal line, and also we worked on engaging the upper abs. Now let's just feel this is like a diagonal muscles now. So just feel your hip bones first, and slide your fingers slightly down towards your pubic bone, just 1 or 2 centimeters. Just touch the fingertips gently, but not pressing to feel it. Okay? So just breathing in, and as you're breathing out, I want you to feel the lower part of your abdomen is sinking. So especially part below your belly button. As we're breathing out, feel it sinking, and when it's sinking, feel it's firming, and feel that internal, there's a diagonal muscle, and also that internal pelvis muscles are activating. Now you will feel after a few inhaling through the nose, exhaling. Keep pulling your belly button to the spine. Now let's just start focusing, sinking in first, engaging, and feeling as we're pulling our right knee down to our hip socket. So inhale, release, and as you exhale, feel you pulling your knee down to the hip socket, and you're engaging that muscle, and also you're zipping up and lifting the pelvic floor. Let's just do a few more. As we're exhaling, we're pretending we're trying to lift the leg, but we're not lifting, and on the same time we're zipping up the pelvic floor. Inhale, you release. Let's just keep alternating. So feel we're lifting the foot slightly up, but with a great effort, using the core, using the pelvic floor. So exhale, lift the foot. Inhale, down. Feeling we're zipping up, buttoning up, ribs are staying in, stomachs are staying firm, and also that diagonal muscles are working. So to feel right, feel that inside thighs, your adductors are working more than your outside or your hip flexors. You feel the cores are working, your abs are working, and lower abs. Excellent. Pelvic floor staying engaged. Exhale, lifting the foot slightly. Inhale, down. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, down. Good. Okay. So now let's just reconnect back again. All these muscles are working. As we exhaling this time, we're lifting leg up on a tabletop. So the tabletop, when your shin is like a tabletop. Knee and hip is at 90. Inhale, down slowly. Exhale, zipping up and lifting stomach in. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. inhale down. Keeping the pelvic floor engaged. Inhale down. Breathe out. And breathe in down. There's just few more. Neutral spine. You feel there is a still little curve. And you're keeping your pelvic floor. It's just all pelvic floor exercises to strengthen your pelvic floor. So the pelvic floor helps with all the strengthening all the joints around the hips and the lower back. With incontinence, with prolapse, with the hernia. Now, 4 more. I call the powerhouse of a body. Powerhouse. Yeah, let's just do 2 more. And core of the body, the core of foundation. Now, let's just hold it here. Now, just stay connected. We're going to go into a next exercise. But we're changing the breath this time. So let's just inhale in T-zone. So the T-zone means you're preparing and engaging the pelvic floor. Inhale, lifting the leg up onto the tabletop. As you exhale, you extend the leg. Inhale, we're bending. Exhaling, slowly lowering a foot down and challenging our core. Inhale, lifting the left leg up now. And as we exhaling, we feel as we extending, the same time we're zipping up the pelvic floor. Inhale, we're bending the leg. Exhale, we're lowering the leg down. Inhale, lift the leg up on the tabletop. Exhale, you extend. Inhale, bend. And exhale, we're lowering the leg down. Breathing in, lifting. Feel the hips are not shifting. Breathe out, we're extending. Breathe in, we're bending the leg. Exhale, lowering down, zipping up the pelvic floor, tummy staying in. 4 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, extend. Zip the pelvic floor. Inhale, bend. Exhale, down. Let's just do 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lower down. Doing really well. So just staying now. Let's just do the upper abdominal activations. Just inhaling, lifting arms up. Now, keeping these shoulders down and making arms firm. Keeping hips parallel, engaging the core. Exhaling, just lowering the arms down. Inhale. Inhale. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and pulling the pelvic floor, drawing the ribs, firming the tummy. Inhale, arms up. Now let's just watch the change. Inhale back. Exhale, curve. Inhale onto the starting position and exhale, curve. Let's just do 4 more. Chin staying tucked in. Eyes onto the knees as you land. Exhale, eyes are coming onto the middle of the thighs. Last 2. And last one. And let's just come back now. And the hands are down. Good. Okay, so now just a little few test when we're doing exercise for a start to see if we're doing it right or wrong. Okay, so now let's just place left hand onto your stomach very gently. Let elbow relax and bring your right hand behind your head. Chin staying slightly tucked in, ribs are in, inhaling through the nose. As we exhaling, we slowly lifting head up, chest up. So feeling we're not letting stomach dome up. Inhale down. Inhale down. And exhale. So doming the stomach is wrong. We're feeling we're drawing the ribs and engaging the core. Let's just do a few more. Just 2 more. And back. Now, let's just switch the hand this time and do a few more with this time. Now, let's just feel the tailbones are firm, feel spines are neutral, Your pelvic floor is engaged. Inhale, T-zone, and exhale, we're curling up. Inhale down, feeling we're drawing these ribs down towards your hips. Inhale down, feeling pressing down to the ribs, and the intercostals are moving, and the abs are working, but the stomach's not down. Let's just do 4 more. Inhale down. 3. 2 more. Last one. And let's just come back and now just little rest, and then we'll go focus back onto our lower abs, resetting the pelvic floor again. Now let's bring back hands back onto the hip bones there. Feel hips are parallel, spines are neutral, pelvic floor is engaged. And just go back to the first exercise we've started. So just inhaling, turning right knee out, slowly keeping hips stable, core engaged. And as breathing out, zipping up the pelvic floor, engaging the pelvic floor, connecting to the pelvic floor. Inhale, turn the left knee up. Now, sometimes you don't feel much, but just keep connecting, keep working, you will feel eventually. Okay, so inhale, turn the right knee up. Feel you zipping up and you connecting. A similar feeling like you want to go to a bathroom, but there's a big line that you have to hold. Okay, let's just focus, turning both knees out away from each other. Feel the stomach is not doming, spines are not changing. Zipping up and buttoning up and reconnecting. Let's just do 3 more with the both legs turning out slowly, not all the way down, reconnecting. We're zipping up, bringing knees back and connecting to the pelvic floor. Let's just do 2 more. Just a little reminder, the pelvic floor is your anus, your vagina, or prostate, or your testicle for the boys if they're working. Now, breathing up, zipping up, feel belly button sinking down, hip bones are coming close to each other, and ribs are drawing in. Last one. Inhale, turning knees out. Exhale, bringing knees back and holding. Let's just stay focused. Now, inhale, T-zone. T-zone's just still connected there. As exhale, we're sliding the leg down. Inhale and back. Exhale, alternating legs now. Inhale and back. Hips are staying very parallel. Now, mostly with this exercise, we have to focus with pulling the tummy. Inhale and back. Feel the belly button sinking down as you're sliding your leg, and the pelvic floors are pulling. Inhale back, not changing anything on your abs. Same activation. Exhale, sliding. Inhale and back. Exhale, sliding. And inhale and back. Breathing out, feel the hips are not moving, spines are not changing, ribs are staying in, and course, you're doing really well. We'll do 4 more. Inhale and back. 3. 2 more. And the last one. Breathe out, we're lowering down, slowly zipping up the pelvic floor. Inhale and we're bringing back. Let's just do 1 more exercise here. Lifting right leg up on a tabletop, pointing the foot, keeping the pelvic floor engaged. As we exhaling, we're lowering the foot down, just tapping your toes. Stomach staying flat, ribs in. Inhale and bring back. Exhale down slowly and inhale and back. So inside of the thigh, pelvic floor and cores are working more than your hip flex. Exhale down, inhale and back. 4 more. Inhale and back. Head is staying aligned, shoulders are staying relaxed. Last 2. And back. And just 1 more now. And back. Now, just lower your foot down now. Let's just lift the left leg up on a tabletop. Hips are parallel, spines are neutral. Exhale, lowering the foot down. Slowly tap the foot. You're still keeping your pelvic floor engaged. Inhale and back. Exhale down. Inhale and back. Keep going. Inhale and back. And back. Let's just do 4 more. You're making sure there's no clicking in hip. Your main focus is to keep your pelvic floor engaged. Your main focus is to keep your belly button sinking in, stomach firms, not letting tummy dome up. Our main focus is to focus on keeping our spine neutral. Last 2 and back. Let's just keep doing the exercise. Last one and back. Okay, now just lowering the foot down. Now let's just do the second test with we were working on the right with the abs or not. Now what I want you to do is feel you sliding your left hand down. Now the spine curve is different with the people to people, okay, but there's always a little curve for a neutral spine. Now let's just slide the hand, not too much inside, but just feel there is a little curve. Yep, and you're maintaining that curve. And bring the right hand behind the head. Good. So breathing in, engaging the core, and as we exhaling, slowly curling up. You're feeling, when we're doing it, we're not pressing the hand down too much, okay? So it's just still staying that gap when you're doing the curl ups. Exhale, curl. Inhale down. Not trying to lift too much. Also, you're feeling pressing the ribs down, and these ribs going down towards the hips. Inhale down. Pelvic floor staying engaged. Let's just do 4 more. Inhale back. 3 to go. And back. Last 2. And 1 more. Lifting straight up, looking on the middle of the thighs, firming the tummy. Inhale down. Let's just change now. So it's the same, sliding hand under. You're feeling there is a little gap there, and we maintain. Exhale, curling up. Inhale down slowly. Now remember, I'll show you both. So remember, feeling one hand is feeling like it's up on the top, one under. As you're curling up, it's not doming, still not doming. The hips are not curling, and you're engaging. Last 2. 1 more. And back. Now you guys rest. Okay, good. All right. So let's do the second exercise, oblique curls or oblique activation. Now both hands behind the head, neck long, chin slightly tucked in, and feel you're working, you're aligning. Now this time we gently, slowly lifting the right shoulder, keeping left elbow as it is, and turning towards the opposite hip. Inhale down. Now lifting the left shoulder, right staying down on the floor, and turning and back. As we exhaling, we're lifting and turning. Inhaling, going down slowly. Up and down. 8 more. Hips not rocking side to side, and keeping core engaged. Two more. Last one. And back. Now let's just rest. Okay. Let's just do the last exercise, glute activation or hip activation. Feet and knees are staying hip width apart, breathing in. And now, inhaling, still we're working on a pelvic floor, engaging it. And as we're exhaling, this time we're imprinting the spine gently, slowly, keeping chin slightly tucked in, and slowly peeling our tailbone and our sacrum off the floor, while we're tightening the buttocks. Inhaling, hold, and exhale, slowly coming down, articulating one vertebrae at a time, and bringing spine into neutral, not letting go the pelvic floor. Exhaling, curling, slowly lifting one vertebrae at a time, and feeling we're drawing our hip bones towards your ribs, with the ribs staying in, not flaring up. Inhaling, we're holding. And as we're holding, we're trying to lift a little higher to squeeze and activate more of our glutes. As we're exhaling, we're coming down slowly. Let's just do 4 more. Now remember, this is just the start of an exercise, so it's a learning state. You're spending time every day to work on these exercises to connect with the body. So let's just breathe out, press down to the heels, lifting one vertebrae at a time. If you're still feeling we're zipping up, we're still feeling we're pulling, the tummy ribs are staying in, and coming down one vertebrae at a time. Let's just do 2 more, guys. Breathing out, curling, lifting one vertebrae, zipping up the pelvic floor, and lift the hips up. Inhale, stay. Exhale, go down slowly. Last one. Exhale, lifting up. So this time we're holding up. Now, to assess the right, we're doing good. We see we tightening the buttocks and also not using the hamstring. Feel this is staying relaxed and it's not cramping. Okay, so in case your hamstrings are cramping, that means you're working your hamstrings more than your glutes. Okay, so holding here, as we're inhaling now, we're turning both knees wide, squeezing the buttocks using the glutes. As we're exhaling, we're bringing knees back, zipping up the pelvic floor. Let's just do 5 more. 3 to go. 2 more. Last one. Now holding up, and let's just do a few pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4. And rest. Beautiful. Very good. Now let's just do a few exercises for our back now. Good. Okay. So lying down on the stomach, both hands coming under our forehead. Now feet and knees are staying hip width apart and feet are staying parallel. Now let's just connect back again as we're working on a neutral spine. So we're maintaining a neutral spine here as well. Now to do a neutral, I want you to feel you gently, slowly pressing your pubic bone down. And as you're pressing your pubic bone down, I want you to focus, you gently squeezing your glutes, your buttocks. Focus pulling your tummy in, pulling your belly button to the spine, and feel there is a little gap here. So any case when you're doing your abdominal exercise, you're not pushing your stomach out, it's always in. Now let's bring back hands under, legs are staying aligned. Now inhaling, lifting the right leg slightly up and lowering down. Inhaling, lifting the left leg and exhale down. Now making sure when we're lifting the leg, we're not pressing onto the lower back, so the back's always staying neutral. Keep alternating. It's inhale, we're lifting. Exhale, we're lowering the leg down. Inhale, lifting the leg. Exhale, lowering the leg down. Let's just do 4 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Breathe in up and breathe out, down. So just keeping the legs as it is, reaching the both arms forward, keeping your arms slightly apart, shoulder width apart.